Welcome, barbecue enthusiasts, to another smoking hot episode of the Smoking Hot Confessions Barbecue Podcast. I'm your host, Ben, and I'm thrilled to take you on a mouth-watering journey through the world of barbecue, grilling, and the vibrant culture that surrounds it. Recorded right here in the heart of the barbecue world, our podcast is your backstage pass to all things smoking and sizzling. We'll be chatting with top pit masters, grill masters, and foodies, giving you an exclusive peek behind the scenes of the barbecue universe. So whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just fired up the grill for the first time, you are in the right place. The Smoking Hot Confessions Barbecue Podcast is your one-stop destination for flavor-packed stories, grilling tips, smoker secrets, and all things barbecue. So grab a seat, fire up your smoker, and get ready to sink your teeth into the juiciest conversations, the boldest flavors, and the most unforgettable moments in the world of barbecue. Here's to the thrill of the grill and the magic of smoke and fire. Let's get started. September is a great time for barbecue. The weather is warm enough to be outside without being blistering hot, and the flies and mosquitoes haven't woken up yet, meaning we can cook outside without being eaten ourselves. And so it is that September every year is the Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival. I've been there every year it's been on since 2018, and I gotta tell you, it just keeps getting better and better every year. 2024 was no different, with a double SCA cook-off as well as a round of the ABA Low and Slow national competition. This is on top of a festival jam-packed with things for the family, including barbecue vendors, craft beer and wine stalls, and a heap of activities for the kids too. This year even saw the addition of the Knights of Albion, which saw men and women in authentic medieval armour and weaponry hold several bouts and battles throughout Saturday. And on Sunday, we saw a professional wrestling troupe take the stage and entertain everybody with their brand of humour and combat. It truly was a beautiful weekend of smoke, meat, and beer. So let me take you now to the always incredible Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope, is it still morning? It is just still morning. It's almost lunchtime. It's coming up. And I'm here up on the food vendor circle with Nomad Kitchen. Please introduce yourself and let them know where you've come from today.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm from Nomad Kitchen, and we are from St George's Basin, so Shellhaven locals. And this is our 7th Kangaroo Valley Beer and Barbecue Festival.
You just jumped the gun. I was going to say that. You've been here every year since it started, haven't you?
Sure haven't. It's been fantastic. We've loved every minute from the time we get here till the time we leave. It's just unreal.
So what is it about the Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival that keeps you coming back year after year?
Just the support from everyone who's travelled. It's quite sort of a mutual area. So Southern Highlands, Nowra, as far as Canberra, they all congregate, and even the boys down in the barbecue arena, they've travelled some from Port Macquarie and as far as Victoria as I know, and everybody just enjoys themselves. There's live music, there's food, there's smoke, there's drink, there's beer. Like, what more can you get?
Beautiful, well said. Now, you're actually going to win the award today for Biggest Smoker here, I believe. Tell us about the new addition to the family.
So we purchased a 1956. It was built Pepsi air tank receiver. That's a mouthful. Back in 2022. We tried to have it ready for last year. We just ran out of year. So she's here today and she's running pretty. We're very excited.
Beautiful. So tell us what's for lunch today.
So this year we've got it's 14-hour smoked black market brisket, Marble Score 5. We've got our pulled pork. We've got beef ribs, we've got pork ribs, we've got share boxes, sample boxes, anyone, and we've got South Narra's jalapeno and cheese snags.
My God, that sounds amazing. What's your personal favourite?
The ribs. Definitely the beef ribs. They are dinosaurs. They're about 4 fingers high, 2 inches wide, mouthful and a half.
That's impressive. I'm going to do a quick lap and I'll be back for a set of them. You can box them up for me shortly.
Thank you, Ben, for coming out each and every year and supporting us all as well.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, darling. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, happy lunchtime. Happy lunchtime. The sun is out, the sky is blue, and there's smoke wafting through the air. Isn't it delightful? Right with me right now, I've got Jay from King's Porker Barbecue and Catering, and he has got a hell of a rig up here on the top oval. Mate, tell us about what you're doing here today.
So we've got a venison hanging over here, low and slow. We've got some kangaroo. We've got some sausages, pork lollipops. We have a variety of everything, so not everything's the same. So everyone can get a little bit something different. And I don't know. Enjoy the day, I suppose, with a beer and some nice nibbles.
Sounds awesome, mate. Now, we first met for the first time last year here at Kangaroo Valley, and you had just built your barbecue trailer. And then today you've brought this, what is this, like an asado wagon? What do you call this guy?
I don't know. Fire pit wagon. I don't know. Old school bit of cooking over flame. Slow and very, very slow and low. That's it. Not low and slow. Slow and low. Yeah. It's pretty good. It works. It works off bare minimum fire and be consistent with heat. That's it. So I don't know. Just something I created just so I can, pull people in and do a different style of cooking and smoking.
Beautiful. Well, it looks and smells absolutely amazing. When is that venison going to be ready for the public?
Probably about 5 o'clock, I reckon. About 5 o'clock it should be ready. Just letting it go slow and then cause an indirect fire and cut some bits off and feed people.
Delicious. So tell me, what do you got available right now for lunch?
I have, so we got beef ribs, pork lollipops, grilled chicken, beef brisket, pulled pork, kangaroo tail. What else have I got? Some amazing sauces. So burgers, barbecue boxes, and yeah, I don't know, nibbles on the side. I don't know. And yeah, kangaroo sausages as well. So I got kangaroo and venison sausages. Yeah.
Mate, lots of game meat here this weekend. How do you find the game meat tastes different to the regular low and slow? Like, what's the difference?
Game's good, so you can get away with it. It's a different flavor. It's very rich, like iron wise, I reckon. With the kangaroo is very red compared to what you get with the deer. The deer is a bit more subtle on the whole game side of stuff. And if you look at the color, kangaroo is very red. The deer, you know what I mean? You get your pigment the more you cook it. Yeah. So normally you get this to 52. 52 is medium rare. 56 with the kangaroo. So that's it. I like my meat cooked. So I don't know. You know what I mean? It depends on how these people like it. So later on, we mess around with that once we got these all organized. And then we can go and suss out different types of nibbles and how people like it.
Well, mate, I'm looking forward to seeing how all that turns out. I'm going to let you go. I can see you got a crowd of people lining up here waiting for your attention. So thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of the Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival.
Thank you. Good to see you again. Thank you. Everyone, enjoy your day. Come see me.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and what a wonderful afternoon it is here. It is absolutely cracking at the Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival. And with me, I've got Benji from Bent Spoke, one of our craft beer specialists. Mate, how are you enjoying it?
Yeah, good, mate. It's a bloody good day. The weather's out and we're all having fun, so having a good time.
It is a cracking day. Have you tried any of the barbecue yet?
100%, yeah. King Porker down here. I've been able to nab a few bits and pieces from them. Delicious, loving it. And I think we're in the prime spot for all the smoke of the barbecues to come up this way too, so we're pretty stoked with that.
It's all wafting uphill for you. Lovely.
It is, 100%.
So, mate, that bit of barbecue that you ate there earlier, what of your beers here that you got today would you recommend to go with some barbecue?
Mate, we've got some bloody good ones. So Dick Tracy is our American brown ale. I think anything kind of darker, anything kind of that has that dark fruit kind of flavour goes very well with the meats. But Crankshaft is obviously our mainstay. It's our big IPA. It's the number one selling IPA in Australia, and I think IPA cuts through the meat pretty well. So should go for a cranky.
It does, doesn't it? Because some of that barbecue gets a bit heavy in the flavours. And I've got the straightforward beer here, this blue one. Tell me about this one.
It's a bit of an elbow bender, that one. So it's exactly what it's meant to be. It's just a straightforward beer. Low carb, low gluten. Pretty good for everyone to drink. So hope you're enjoying it.
Mate, it sounds fantastic. I'm going to have a quick sip here. Oh, man, that hits the spot.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
That is seriously so good. Yeah. Now I couldn't help but notice you got a barrel-aged sour up here on the menu. Tell me a bit about that because I love a good sour beer.
Yeah, good. So we have a couple of, they're called feuders. They're big barrels that we have in the brewery. So they're Chardonnay barrels that we use to age for 12 months. And yeah, we do a bit of blending with a few different varieties and got the end product here, which is pretty tasty.
Mate, that sounds absolutely delicious. So, how many years have you been at Kangaroo now? Because I think I've chatted to you guys a couple of times.
Yeah, Ben's. Oh God, Ben's. I've been here for 3. Ben Spoke's been here for a lot longer than that, I believe. So yeah, we definitely a mainstay here, and we will be whenever this festival comes up. So absolutely love it.
Sounds good, mate. Look, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and thank you for taking the time out to chat with me.
All good, mate. Cheers.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ben again here, and I'm now chatting with George from Down Under Smokers, one of our regulars here at Kangaroo Valley, and he's selling these beautiful drum smokers. Mate, how are you enjoying the weekend?
Loving it. Weather's beautiful. People are great. Big crowd. Loving it, mate.
Now, you've been a regular here for a couple of years. How long you been coming here now?
Well, this is my 3rd consecutive year. 3 years coming. It's a great show. I love coming out here. Kangaroo Valley. You couldn't ask for anything else.
Yeah, beautiful. Mate, tell me about these wonderful drum smokers that you got for sale here.
So we make our drum smokers ourselves in our own factory. They come in a range of colors. They come with ceramic coat paint, stainless steel accessories. All the welding is done with quality in mind. The whole thing is done with quality in mind. Anyone can use it, from your barbecue competitor to the backyard barbecuer. Anyone can use it. Super easy to use.
Mate, it's funny you say that. I was just having a bit of a walk through the competitors' area. I noticed a lot of them have this style of barbecue. Why do you think that is?
They're very easy to use, and once you cook a type of meat, you're not cross contaminating it with another type of meat. If you're gonna cook brisket, cook brisket. If you're gonna cook pork, cook pork. They're very easy to use. They have low maintenance. You don't have to keep topping up the firebox with wood. You fill up the basket once, set your temperatures, and off you go.
Mate, that sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? Now, I know that they can do low and slow, but how hot can they get?
They can get up to approximately 570 Fahrenheit, which is close to 300 degrees Celsius. That's your hot and fast. A lot of guys do low and slow. That's what they're made for. But having stainless steel accessories and ceramic coat paint, you can take it as hot as you want.
Nice. That actually sounds like you could actually maybe even do some wood-fired pizza in there as well if you're feeling brave.
You can, if you buy the wood fire stone, you can place it on the top grill, light it up, crank it up, and you can do a pizza as well. You can do anything you want.
Fantastic, mate. And I love that you got the Aussie staples here. We're standing in front of the Ford drum. We got the Brocky Blue Commodore over there. Which one of them sells better between the two? Which one do you sell most of, the Ford or the Holden?
Well, they both sell equally the same, but the Ford cooks faster.
I don't know about that. Look, mate, thank you very much for your time and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Pleasure. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. That was nice.
Hey, folks, welcome to Sunday at Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival. With me right now, I've got Scott from the Knights of Albion, who's got some very interesting things to tell us about what he's doing today. Mate, what are you up to?
Today we're just doing a demo, and we're going to be demonstrating our guys in armor. We're going to be fighting mostly duels, and we're going to be showing off some longsword like this, some sword and shield, some sword and buckler, and we're also going to be doing some team fights and some soft armor as well to show some people how to get into the sport as well.
Rightio. Now, you've obviously got this whopping great sword here. What other weapons are you guys bringing to play with today?
Today we've brought some swords, like some falchions. They're kind of like a machete kind of style. We've got axes, single-handed axes. They're about 80 centimeters long. We've got long swords, and I think, yeah, we've just got them for today. We're just doing a lot of duels today, so we're going to keep away from the big boy toys.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Now, these are not sharp, obviously, but they are period accurate in terms of weight and length and all the rest of it, aren't they?
Yeah, so we have a lot of rules and regulations when it comes to our weapons. Weight restrictions, length restrictions, obviously dull points, and we get checked by marshals before we go into every event to make sure that there's nothing dangerous that could occur to any of the fighters. Because, yeah, we're not here to kill each other. We're just here to hurt each other, as it were.
Right. So how much does, say, that sword weigh?
probably about 1.2 kilo, maybe. So they're not designed to be too super heavy. You need to be able to fight and defend yourself for at least a minute and a half. That's how long our rounds are. And if you have a really heavy weapon, you actually can't lift it or use it properly. So a lot of people don't realize that original weapons like this, they weren't that light. Oh, sorry, they weren't that heavy. Yeah. But they were just heavy enough to do damage, but light enough to be able to use all day, really.
Right. Okay. Now, does that extend to the armor? I can see a couple of gentlemen here behind us getting warmed up. Tell me about the armor.
So the armor varies from fighter to fighter, but we have most people wear about 30 kilograms of armor distributed all over their body, protecting their head all the way through their toes. So again, it's heavily regulated. We make sure everyone's safe, and we have a few areas that we definitely never strike, regardless of what type of fighting we're doing. So yeah, it looks dangerous, but it's actually quite restricted. We've got marshals. We're gonna have a few people on the lines today, making sure everyone's safe. It's gonna be a good day.
Now, if you're swinging a sword that weighs that much, that armor's got to be sort of thick, heavy armor, doesn't it?
No, actually, it's only about 1 millimeter thick. It's tempered steel, so it can take a serious beating. It's not like your mild steel. It can, I mean, as you'll see later today, like it'll take blow after blow after blow, and it'll be fine. But yeah, so it's 1 millimeter thick tempered steel. So it's usually made overseas. There's a big following overseas as we get our armor from. But yeah, we import it over here, and we love it so much. We just can't get enough.
Beautiful. Now, I understand that you have a national championship event coming up next month, and that this sport is part of a wider international scene. It's somewhat unknown here in Australia. Fill us in on the reality of just how big this is.
So yeah, it's an international sport. It's called Buhurt, and Buhurt. And
Hang on, sorry. Boo hurt, as in it rhymes with you hurt.
exactly, Buhurt. Yeah, it's based off a French word Buhurt, which means to smack or something like that. But yeah, so we have an international organisation called Buhurt International. Yeah, our nationals is on the 5th and the 6th of October, and all the teams from around Australia are all going to be coming and producing teams to come fight together, and it's going to be held in Leppington, yeah, next month.
Righto. And I noticed yesterday with the wrestling, they had lady wrestlers and they had male wrestlers. Do you have lady knights fighting here as well?
Not today, but we do have lady knights in our team. They just haven't got armour yet. A lot of our clubs around Australia do have female fighters. It's not as popular as the men, but they definitely exist, and we're growing as quickly as we can. So we always encourage females to come and fight with us. It's just, yeah, we understand it's a small community, but we're growing it.
Fantastic. And where can people find out more?
Yeah, we've got Facebook and Instagram. So we're the Knights of Albion. You can find us on Facebook, and yeah, that'll be our tag on Instagram as well. Yeah, you find us online.
Beautiful, mate. Well, best of luck with it today. I hope you keep all your limbs.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Hey, folks, we're enjoying a beautiful morning here at the Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival. And right now, I'm having a chat with one of our vendors here. We've got Adam from Chef Supply Co. Mate, how's the weekend treating you?
Very well, mate. I'm really happy that the sun's out. It's not too windy. The pigs are about to race. We've just seen the lawnmowers go. Yeah, it's been a great weekend, mate. Can't complain at all.
Beautiful. And give me the rundown on what you've brought to Kangaroo Valley this weekend.
All right, yeah, well, we do knives. So kitchen knives, here's one of them. Whip it out of the old leather sheath. Try not to cut myself. That's one we did for meat stock this year and last year. And yeah, I've brought probably a quarter of my range down. We've got steak knives, I've got sharpeners. Yeah, and that's about it.
Mate, they are beautiful looking knives. Are they Damascus steel? Have I got that right with that wavy pattern in the blade?
Yeah, yep, they certainly are. So this one's a 45 layer. If we can get the angle right, you'll probably see the wavy steel. But yeah, 45 layer, bespoke handle for our brand. You can see our logo in there. And yeah, we've got a whole bunch of other ones, different designs, but most of ours are quite blingy.
So what sort of work goes into designing and creating all these knives? Do you do all this yourself?
I do the design, but I don't make them. I get them made overseas because it's too much for me to manage doing all that. But yeah, I do a lot of the graphic design and just sort of the whole look and feel of the brand, you know? Yeah.
Beautiful. So when did you all get started with this?
This brand, I had another brand before, but started in September 21.
Righto. So a bit of a COVID business.
Yeah. Started at COVID, yeah.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Well, you got some other fantastic products here as well. Some beautiful cutting boards, sharpeners, all that sort of stuff. So, what sort of special deals have you got running? I can see you've got some different prices on things there. What should the punters be looking at today?
Yeah, we've got a few steak knife deals. The knives that have been opened, open boxes, and they get a bit dusty in places like this, you know. So we've got some deals of those. We do have the knives a little bit cheaper than what they are on the website. So you know, if you come over and talk to me, I could definitely sort you out with a deal.
Beautiful. There you are, folks. You heard it here first. Come on over, talk to Adam, and grab a beautiful set of knives. Mate, thank you very much for your time, and I hope the rest of the weekend treats you well.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are having a cracking time down here at the Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival. And with me right now, I've got Carlos from, people are standing in front of the sign here, from
Sur Direct.
From Sue Direct. There we go. And tell us, what products have you brought to Kangaroo Valley this weekend?
So we've got authentic South American flavors. We've got your traditional mild chimichurri, your hot chimichurri, and a limited edition of the smoky chimichurri.
Right, that sounds delicious. So can you explain a bit about the relationship between chimichurri and barbecue?
Yeah, for sure. So look, I was born in South America, in Argentina, and that's all I knew and know, eating meat, all part of the cows and beef and pork. So chimichurri is a bit like tomato sauce for kids in South America.
Lovely. So it sort of goes hand in glove then with barbecue. I saw that you got 3 different variations here, and I got to try the green one yesterday. Give us a bit of a rundown of the different types of chimichurri you've got.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got the mild chimichurri, which is your traditional ready-to-eat chimichurri. It's got your extra virgin olive oil, fresh parsley and garlic. Amazing on your steaks. Then you got your hot, which is very similar to the mild, but it's got a nice kick at the back without overpowering your cook. And then the smoky, which is a limited release chimichurri. Beautiful again for your barbecue meats, veggies, and more. We actually did that with a collaboration from a MasterChef contestant this year.
As in the TV show MasterChef?
In the TV, yeah, that's right. Yeah, this year's MasterChef.
Wow, congratulations. That's absolutely fantastic. And I also saw that you've got a whole bunch of different spice rubs and thing here, which, as we've learned here at the Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival, is really important to season the meat. Give us a bit of an idea about how your spice rubs vary from, say, the traditional American-style spice rubs.
Yeah, for sure. Look, first of all, we don't put any additives in our wraps or any sugars or any added salts either. So it's all natural. We got 3 young kids, so we're teaching them about eating healthy and clean, but you can still have good flavors in your cooks. So we basically use it like most of the guys do, but again, we stay away from that added sugar and added salts.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's really important for our families to do the best we can to take care of them. And speaking about families, that's something that's really important to your business, isn't it?
It is, yeah. The business was basically built on family. We got 3 young kids, so we started just before COVID, and then through COVID we grew and expanded. But again, it was all about teaching our kids, you know, where money comes from and what it means to, you know, go to work, wake up and earn your money.
Beautiful, mate. Sounds like you're doing a great job. Now, you did mention before that they are your traditional family recipes as well. So then there's that added layer to it as well. How old are these recipes?
Mate, I'll be lying to you, but I mean, I grew up eating especially the mild chimichurri, the way that we make it now since young. So I think it's just been passed on from, you know, generations, I'll probably say, yeah. I mean, I remember my auntie and uncle in Argentina making it, and my mom and uncles and cousins. So, yeah, it's gone a long way. And it's nice to have it here in Ajana for you guys.
Fantastic, mate. There you go. Generations of family love have gone into these traditional South American barbecue products. Come on down, check them out, say hello to Carlos, and, mate, enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm over here at the competitors' corner, the competitors' arena, the blood sport mats. I don't know what you want to call it. And I got AJ here from Smoke and Swine. Mate, how are you enjoying the festival?
This is an awesome festival. I come in here every year. Probably one of our more favourite comps on the circuit, actually. So came here last year, got an RGC, so we'll see how we go this year as well.
Reserve Grand Champion, very nice. So what are the implications of that for you? Like, what does coming in Reserve Grand Champion or Grand Champion mean for you?
Yeah, I mean, it just sort of shows that what we do and sort of the effort we've been putting into our processes and flavours is actually hitting the mark with a lot of our judges at the moment. So we're really happy with how we've been working and getting the results that we've been aiming for. So.
Beautiful. Now, I just saw them doing I believe it was pork rib hand in. How did your pork ribs go today?
Mate, super happy with the pork ribs. Made a few changes in the way that we sort of work some processes and that sort of stuff. They came out juicy, tender. Presentation was a mark as well. So you're really stoked with how they came out today.
Mate, they looked absolutely sensational. Now, I believe brisket's coming in last. Can you give us an idea of the amount of preparation and cook time that goes into barbecuing a perfect brisket?
Yeah, so we started with the pits going at 4 o'clock this morning. Brisket went on just after that as well. They trimmed last night, injections, all the rubs, all the seasonings, those sort of things as well. So it came off probably about 2.5 hours ago. So it's about 6-hour cook for that bad boy. But I'm super happy with how it's looking at the moment. So yeah.
6.5 hours. Wow. Now, that sounds like a long time, but I know that for a brisket, that's actually a quick time. How do you go about doing that in 6 hours?
Yeah, so with the brisket, we now do it hot and fast. So we actually go on the hotter side. So we cook them all 300 to 350 Fahrenheit. Just we're seeing better results instead of cooking something for that 12, 14 hours, especially for competition. So yeah, it just makes it a lot easier for us. We don't have to stay up all night cooking that brisket. So yeah.
Beautiful. Now, I happen to know that there's an Australasian Barbecue Alliance sort of national leaderboard. Where are you guys sitting on the leaderboard?
Yeah, I think last check was sitting about 12th on the leaderboard nationally. Yeah, so super happy with that. We finished up 18th last year. We're currently sitting 12th on the leaderboard at the moment. So yeah, super stoked with those results.
Mate, that is awesome. I'm so happy to hear that for you. Now, give us a quick idea of the smoker that you got here behind us.
Yes, this bad boy. We got this made by Boss Hog Smokers up in Toowoomba. We've had it for just over 18 months now. So me and my business partner, Dan, we've gone into the catering side of stuff and doing weddings and functions. Started in the competition, and now we use this thing for catering for 500 plus people. Weddings all up through the Hunter Valley, down the south coast, up the north coast as well. So we love cooking on this thing. It's so easy to cook with. Brenda makes an awesome smoker and trailer. It's just, if you're looking for a smoke, you got to be looking at Boss Hogs for sure.
Beautiful, mate. That sounds amazing. So, if somebody was wanting to book you for a catering gig, how would they track you down?
Yeah, we are on Facebook and Instagram. We do have a website as well, smokeandswinebarbecue.com.au. So if anyone wants to reach out or come and see us here today, more than welcome to have a chat with you.
Beautiful, mate. I appreciate your time and best of luck with the competition.
Thanks so much. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm over here in the competition circle with the barbecue competitors. If you haven't been over here yet, make sure you come check it out. We've got some of Australia's best championship barbecuers here this weekend at Kangaroo Valley. And one of them happens to be, my God, that's a fantastic helmet.
Thank you.
Dave.
I'm stopping people from taking me recipes and just watching out for the 5G signals at the moment.
So that's your anti-shigging helmet?
Correct.
Right. Okay. And how's it working out for you this weekend?
Well, apparently it's about $1,000 worth of oil foil in this hat, and we're going all right. We lost our roof last night, but overall the cook's going quite well.
So the wind came up and blew the roof off, but didn't manage to take the hat away?
No, I ran like a girl and put it in my car so it stayed safe.
Nice, nice. So cook-wise then, mate, how's the competition going for you cook-wise?
Really good. Chicken, very happy with. Ribs, absolutely delicious. We're about to start the short ribs going soon. And brisket sitting in the Canberra, just resting, waiting to be chopped up, ready to go.
Nice. Now, I was talking to another team earlier who told me they got their brisket done in 6 hours. How did you go?
We did it in 5 hours and 55 minutes.
Ah, there you go. So I guess that's a win then if you're doing it 5 minutes faster than somebody else?
I wouldn't say a win. We just like to get our brisket out of the way. So when we're doing our chicken, pork ribs, we don't have to worry about it, and it's get a nice long rest. So no stress on us, and puts it out of the way, and just means I have to wake up a little bit earlier.
Fair enough, mate. So do you do the brisket in the Undertaker here behind us?
Yeah, correct. The brisket and short ribs done in the offset, and the chicken and ribs were done in the jack, but the ribs we ended up finishing up in the offset. Just the smoke and jack just didn't quite get to the right temperature we wanted, so I finished it off in here, and yeah, they came out delicious.
Righto. So was that due to the wind? Like, was the wind affecting the jack more than the offset?
No, it was just because we tried to use one firelighter to light the thing rather than a proper chimney. You know, apparently the hack got in the way and distracted Grant, and he just threw a firelighter in and thought that'd be enough.
So you went cheap on the firelighters and then it cost you later?
Correct, yeah.
Nice, nice. So, mate, you've been here just about every year that I've been here. What is it about Kangaroo Valley that just keeps you coming back?
Oh, the weather. The wind's just absolutely beautiful. But generally it's got a real nice vibe to it. People come here, we relax. It's almost like a Christmas party for the Sydney sort of comp scene. Everyone's just chilled. It's not about being too serious. It's just getting in, having fun, doing the best barbecue you can, and just hopefully at the end of the day you get a trophy or not. But it's more the atmosphere and the actual people here than over winning or anything like that.
Absolutely, it is one of the competitions that for me is a highlight of the year. Now, you were mentioning wanting to pick up a trophy. Is there a particular category that you reckon you've got dialed in that you are probably going to get a call up in?
Well, if it's anything like meat stock, hopefully they've got the beard competition where I took out second place, so I'm hoping to go for first if they've got it here. If not, we always like to get a call out in brisket and chicken. They're our two strongest categories.
Brisket and chicken, yeah, that's quite opposite sides of the barbecue scale there. Is there a particular chicken cut that you like to use? Are you a rib man, a thigh man? Where do you go with your chicken?
Oh, thick thighs saves lives, so definitely the chicken thighs.
Thick thighs saves lives. There you go. You heard it first here. Dave from Crack and Pepper Barbecue, mate. Thanks for having a chat with us and enjoy the rest of the weekend.
No worries. All right, thanks, Benny. Love having you around.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here in the competitors' corner, in the field of dreams, as it were. And we've got the big man himself. We've got the boss, Kahuna. We've got Jason from the Australasian Barbecue Alliance. Mate, tell us what your role is here this weekend.
Today I'm the head judge, so I'll be making sure that the competition runs smoothly and work out who the winner is for today.
Beautiful. Now, speaking of the competition, for the punters here who are not familiar with competition barbecue, are we just like having a car park cook-off Bunnings style? What's it all about?
Not quite like that. It's a low and slow comp. So cooking started about 5 p.m. yesterday. Teams are turning in 4 turn-ins. So they're doing chicken, pork ribs, beef ribs, and brisket for today. They can spend a number of hours cooking all of those. So again, they've only got 10-minute windows to turn in as well. So they've got to make sure that it's ready and they're on point. So it's quite a science to it, but it's a lot of fun at the same time.
Now, you said it started at 5 p.m. yesterday, so that's more. We're up to about 17 hours by this stage. Is that right?
That's right. Some teams like to cook their briskets longer, some a bit more quicker. But we open up that window at 5 p.m. so that they can start injecting and getting all their meat ready for today's turn-ins.
Beautiful. And how is it judged?
So we have tables of 6, and each table will have one portion each of each turn-in box. So today we've got about 27 teams here. So we've got 24 judges. So we'll evenly distribute the boxes amongst each table. And judges get to take about 6 or 7 portions per turn-in. So then they'll score it on taste, texture, and appearance. And then we get a score at the end that determines the winner.
Oh, beautiful. Now, speaking of the winner, what's the significance of this weekend's event? Is there a national leaderboard? Is it just for the glory of this competition? Where does this competition fit in?
So some are here for the competition that are locals, but most people are competing for the leaderboard championship. So Barbecues Galore sponsor that, which is greatly appreciated, and they will go towards the 2024-2025 championship this year. So they will be competing through all over Australia. In some cases, teams even go to New Zealand to score points in the championship. So, it's a lot of teams here have come from Adelaide or Brisbane just to be here today to do their best in the championship series. So it's pretty serious stuff.
Very nice. Now, speaking of serious stuff, I've noticed that there are some folks with some really flash-looking smokers, like this big trailer behind us. And then there's people with some things that look like rescued Webbers off the side of the road. So can you cook on anything? Like, do you have to have a giant trailer like behind us here?
Anything works, and so long as you know your smoker, that's what it's all about. I've seen people taking home trophies with Webbers, as well as everything right up to your offset smokers. So as long as it's a wood-fired sauce or like wood, charcoal, or pellet, then anything can go. So it depends on how well you know your rig is how well you do.
So it's pretty much a run what you brung situation.
Basically, yeah. And if you know that grill well, that'll work for you.
Beautiful, mate. Look, I can see your judges are starting to line up, so you're going to have to go back inside. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you at awards ceremony time.
That's a pleasure, mate. Take care.
That brings us to the end of another sizzling episode of the Smoking Hot Confessions Barbecue Podcast. We hope you've enjoyed this flavorful journey through the world of barbecue, grilling, and all things smoked and sizzling at the beautiful Kangaroo Valley Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival. Before we wrap up, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a smoking hot review. Your feedback helps keep the fire burning and helps us bring you more mouth-watering content. Stay connected with us on social media to catch behind-the-scenes sneak peeks and updates on upcoming episodes. You can join us at the Smoking Hot Confessions Barbecue Community Group on Facebook. And remember, whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just getting started, keep those fires stoked, those grills hot, and those flavors unforgettable. Until next time, here's to the magic of smoke and fire. Keep those confessions smoking.